Hello everybody and welcome to another ranking video because I'm living on the trend. Not really, I was just bored and was looking at the tier maker page for Binding of Isaac, and there's a couple of them on there that I was curious about. I talked about it in an episode of Isaac that hasn't gone live yet, so, you know, spoiler alert for some commentary shit you don't care about. But anyway, I figured, you know, I've done a lot of these tier makers on stream and in my own time, and mostly just stupid ones like NBA teams and like movies and game controllers, like console controllers and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what, let's crack it open with another Isaac one before we start venturing off into non-Isaac stuff, just to kind of get the waters a little warm before we turn the heat up. But this is the not top 10, what am I talking about? This is a Binding of Isaac familiars list. As far as I could tell, like almost all of the main familiars, including even blue spiders, blue flies, and each of the Trinket horseman flies. So I believe pestilence flies. I think these are wrath flies. These are famine flies, and these are war flies, or are these war flies and these are famine flies? And then there's the conquest flies, which are basically invisible. But yeah, I figured why not? Let's do another rank video. I don't know how long this one's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to deliberate too much on each item. But, again, just want to put it out. These are my personal opinions. As you can see on the left side, I have Yuma Bro tier, the top tier. Those are the guys that I anticipate seeing on every run, and I will always look for them. It's not just something that I'm going to like if I come across it. I will always be on the lookout for them if I can get them. And that is for the like god tier familiars that my run is much better with. I am looking for them. I don't just get happy when I see them. Nearly bro like, you can win, you can come with if you want. The middle tier is get ready or I'm leaving without you. Those are kind of the guys that are average. Like, it's not going to save my run. It's not going to, you know, hinder my run. It's just, I'll take them. They're beneficial, but they're not worth as much weight as like going through I'm not going to walk through spikes for them. Just not worth my time as a tier of like, if I re-roll into them or if I happen to grab them on a Curse of the Blind, I won't bitch, but it's not something that I'm going to be excited about having. Really though are the guys that I'm just like most likely going to avoid. I laugh at them. I'm not going to really pick them up that often. Nearly no benefit to me in the slightest, and I'll generally avoid them. And then the but why ed tier is for basically the familiars on this list that I'm asking why the hell they're in the game. I believe they shouldn't be in the game. They're absolute trash tier, and I will ignore them whenever possible. I pretend they're not in the game, and I almost forget they're in the game sometimes. So without further ado, let's jump into starting from the first one, which is the 1-up mushroom from the item 1-up. And it's technically a trinket, technically an item. Or not technically a trinket, technically an item. It's technically an item and technically a familiar, because once you pick up the 1-up, it turns into a familiar that revives you once you die. I'm going to put it on the get ready or leaving. I'm leaving without you because its benefits far outweigh its negatives, because it is a free revive. It fully heals you when you die. You don't lose any of your items. But if you're on a run where you need a 1-up, is probably not a run where 1-up's going to really help you, because you're going to revive, and you're just going to be in the same position you were in, just without the revive. There are cheeky things you can do with it, to be fair, which might move it up come with if you want. But I'm going to leave it in the middle ground. I generally don't care if I get it, but I won't bitch if I do get it. Blue spiders by themselves are probably just going to be and I'm probably going to put the blue flies in there as well, because without the item tied to them, just a blue fly coming out of like a piece of poop or something like that, or a blue spider coming out of a piece of poop, you could technically put them in You My Bro, because they are some of the most powerful familiars in the game damage-wise, but since they have a limited life span to them, I'm just going to put them in the middle row, because it's not like I'm ranking a guppy or a guppy's head, or a fishtail, or something that ties into them a great deal. It's just the spider and the fly themselves, and for that I'm going to put them right in the middle of the pack, because I love them, I love having them, but my run does not greatly benefit from having them versus not having them on most runs. Next up is the 7 Seals, I believe this is, and 7 Seals is the one that spawns a random horseman. And everybody seems to like this one, but I'm going to put it in really, though. I always forget it's in the game. I never take it when I do see it because I just don't see it as a game changer. It's one of those, I believe, a booster pack items that was added to the game from a mod. And I generally don't care. I generally do not care if I see this. I consider it a bad Devil Deal item when I walk in there. I'm just like, I don't want you. I'd rather take my chances of getting a Holy Light or a Crown of Light or a Godhead or Sacred Heart or something from the following Angel Deal if I skip it. It's really, this is probably the first controversial one on here, but I genuinely do not give a shit about this familiar in the slightest. I've never had it change my run for the greater good. It's just pretty much, and we're going to see a few of these in this where it's just pretty much something that floats around the room, and I forget it's there. And that's where Seven Seals lands. Abel! Because I don't care about it, I'm going to put it in really, though, but I do understand why it's in the game, so it's not a why ed, but it is definitely beyond the meme a trash item. There's really not much I can explain about Abel here that people don't already understand. Abel's garbage. He's one of the lowest damage or DPS familiars in the game, maybe the second or third lowest regarding damage output, and you can't even aim him. You can't utilize him in a way that's going to greatly benefit you. I have won runs with Abel only before, but it wasn't fun, it wasn't interesting, it was boring, it was a pain in the ass, and he's trash. Acid Baby goes into Y-Ed. You shouldn't exist, you should be not in the game, you're trash. I hope you know you're trash. And anything that influences pills in the modern state of Afterbirth Plus, it, to me, just gets thrown right in the garbage with the rest of the trash. So get the fuck out of here, Acid Baby. Sorry. Thought, the Prism, the Angelic Prism, Thought, whatever you want to call it. I'm in a weird place with this one because it doesn't actually do damage with contact, so automatically it can't even be in the top two. These are multifaceted familiars that are up in the top, something that's beneficial but also has side effects. And Thought Prism is really just a tier effect, kind of like Multidimensional Baby. And I think I'm going to put it in You Can Come With Me if you want, because it's a decent Angel Room item. It does significantly increase your shot output if you have the right synergies with it. Even on a basic run, if you can time your shots through it, you can sweep through rooms pretty easily with some crowd control. And I do enjoy this item. It's not a bad item when I walk into that room, but it's not an impressive item for the top tier, for sure. But it's definitely, out of the ones I put on the board so far, it is my favorite. And it will maybe potentially quickly get outranked by some of the other ones down here. But Angry Fly, it goes in but why, Ed? It's another booster pack item that I just generally don't give a damn about. I understand its usefulness. It has helped me in runs before, but if I ever see it, I will not take it. I have almost, outside of like learning what it does when the booster packs got launched, I will not take this item. I will not. I'm not going to put it in but why, Ed. I'm going to put it in really, though, because I will not take it. I feel like it's similar to these other two. It's definitely, after thinking about it, it's definitely not as bad as Acid Baby. Acid Baby doesn't deserve to be in the game. Angry Fly has its uses. I just don't give a damn about it. I really don't. When I see it, I skip it or try to reroll it. I just won't take it. I just won't take it. I get that it has its uses. I get it's harmless, but I would rather control what I'm attacking and not have him just randomly blowing up black champions next to me and exploding me. It's out of my control, and if you're hanging out in my crew of familiars, I need to have at least some sort of a leash on you. Ball of Bandages goes in nearly bro-like, and so does Cube of Meat. Just because of them being the two of the best damaging familiars, orbitals, that also reflect tears, or not reflect tears, but break tears. Two of the older items in the game. I genuinely enjoy these items. Will I be happy to see them on my first floor from a famine fight? Not really. Not really, because it influences me to take contact damage by being an idiot, as we've all seen. But it just shreds. It just shreds. It's a beautiful item. Both of them are. And they're an addition to the run that I'm not going to complain about. I like them more in their base form than in their upgraded forms, too. I'd much rather have them as the orbitals than as familiars that walk around. But I won't complain if I get tier 2 of either of them, because then they just add a projectile shot. BFF is just not worth my time. I do like BFF. I think he's a fine familiar, and he's helped me a lot in the past. But when I look at him, I feel like it's 70-30. I feel like 70% of my runs where I get BFF, I don't want BFF, versus the 30% where I'm like, I could use him. And I would say probably half of that 75% or 70% of the ones where I don't want him is when I reroll into him, and I'm just like pissed because the run that I got rerolled into does not fit a BFF. And so you're not really bad. You're just not worth my time. Now, if I'm correct here, I believe this is Lost Fly, and this is Friend Zone. The wings up is Lost Fly, and Lost Fly has gotten a really big turnaround for me in the last several years. When I first played Afterbirth, I hated this item. It made it on my top 10 worst and best items video I did for Afterbirth's release, and it quickly turned around on it, along with many of the other items on my least favorite list, like Tractor Beam and them. Lost Fly, I think Lost Fly, like I put him in the middle just as like a point of conversation, but I genuinely think he belongs in the middle, and he might be at the front of the middle right now. I wouldn't say I'm out to get Lost Fly, but when it's on my run, it doesn't do anything. Also, this is Friend Zone. This is Friend Zone, so this is Swarm Protector? Yeah, this is Friend Zone, so this is Swarm Protector. Gotcha. Swarm Protector is the one that orbits you once you take damage, and we're just going to put him in the really, though. We're just going to stick him in the really, though. No conversation needed. Now that I understand your Swarm Protector, you go down there and hang out with your other fly shits. Yeah, I do enjoy Lost Fly. When he gets trapped on the walls and he melts some enemies that are on walls or bosses, like I've had him completely shred a haunt fight for me before. I'm never going to complain about having Lost Fly. And you might be sitting here thinking, like, what about Angry Fly? Your reason, one of your main reasons for putting Angry Fly down on the bottom was it's outside of your control. Well, Lost Fly just does his own thing, right? But I also know where Lost Fly is at all times. I don't... And half of the time, he's not even going to be doing shit anyway. He's like... I'd rather pay attention to Lost Fly on a wall going towards a boss than I would Angry Fly just circling around a fly doing nothing. That's where I come around. And if you don't agree with that, screw yourself. I don't know. I just hate Angry Fly. Really, that's what it boils down to. I don't like this item. I really don't like Lost Fly either, but it's significantly better. Oh, Big Chub. I do love myself Big Chub. Big Chub is such a cutie, and chews through enemies' HP pools. He blocks breaks tiers. He's just a great addition to a run for some extra DPS. He goes slow and his DPS is high. If your target is wide and has a big hitbox and you land the Big Chub, giggity, it's just significant. It's just a huge plus to your run. I really do like Big Chub. BBF. No, this is Big Beautiful Fly. What are you again? Big fan. God, I hate this item. I don't really want to stack the bottom with items, but I guess you don't do anything negative, so I can put you in the bottom too. You don't do anything negative. You can hang out with BBF, and you guys can just, be cohorts, because like I said with BBF, I don't think you're bad. I don't think you're a negative to my run half the time, or most of the time anyway, but I will never be happy seeing you in an item room. I won't ever be happy outside of the Fly Lord transformation. I'll never be happy seeing you. You're too slow. Even with Guardian Angel, you're basically useless. These are the Pestilence, all of these flies are trash. You just put all these flies in the bottom. Not the bottom, but can we just put all of these flies down here? I don't give a big shit about the 4 Horsemen flies in the slightest. I don't ever want them on my run. The Wrath flies are bad. Pestilence flies, I just don't care about any of these flies. They're not as good as these flies. They're out of my control. You only get them at the start of a room. It's just no. And like for the poison and slow and fear and all the effects that I want to have, again, under my control. I want to have those effects under my control. I already don't like charm and fear and confusion. I don't like those effects to begin with because they make enemies do things I don't want them to do. So having just a trinket that shoots those effects at random enemies, you sign me out. Sign me out. I don't want anything to do with it. Bloodshot Eye. You're going to hang out here with these two because you also don't do anything negative to my run, but I'll never seek you out. I just won't. I had a run where I had 16 of these at the same time, and I just walked into enemies and tanked my way through them with contact damage. And because you do contact damage, you're not going to be any lower, but I just don't ever want to have Bloodshot Eye. Blue Baby's Lost Soul. We're going to stack this bottom, man. We're going to stack the bottom real big. I don't ever want to see you. I don't ever want to see you. It's not even like you're bad for my, you're not bad for my run. I could use it. You take up a trinket slot, which makes you worse than the other three up here in this just not worth my time tiering. Like, you don't do anything negative for my run, except for the fact that you take up my freaking trinket slot. You're out of here, bud. You're out of here. Bob's Brain is nearly bro-like. I love Bob's Brain. That's not a hidden thing. I love Bob's Brain. I usually will always take it. I cater my runs around Bob's Brain because he's extremely strong. And poison damage, tank damage. You can use it to blow up tinted rocks if you aim your shots right. He's crowd control. The negatives are far under the positives for Bob's Brain. Bomb Bag. I'm going to put you in the middle. Free bombs. Brother Bobby. I'm going to speed through probably this entire row, just being honest here. Brother Bobby is going to be just not worth my time. Where's Sister Maggie? Sister Maggie, just not worth my time. Where's Ghost Baby? Ghost Baby? Ghost Baby, just not worth my time. And for Little Loki, just not worth my time. I think that's all the ones that I'm going to stink down there for now. Because the rest of them are not going to be just pitter-pattered down there. Brown Nugget, why are you in the game? This is Mr. Meeseeks. I gotta stick him in the really, though. I know a lot of people like Meeseeks, but no, that's not Meeseeks. Is that Meeseeks? Is that Meeseeks or is that Buddy in a Box? Where's Meeseeks on here then? If that's Buddy in a Box, where's Meeseeks? Meeseeks is a familiar, isn't it? Or is that just an active item? So this is Buddy in a Box. I'm going to put it in just not worth my time because I usually won't take it. I consider it more of a hindrance than a helper, but I would take it over anything else in this tier right now. Bum Friend. There are runs where you're super useful. So I'm going to put you in just not worth my time along with your buddies, Keybum, because there are runs, and with Bumbo, I'm going to be real here. Bumbo's going in just not worth my time. There are runs where you're useful. All three of you can be useful in a run, but I would rather skip you than take you by a heavy margin. Cane's Other Eye. Really though? The fuck? What the fuck are you? What are you used for? Why are you here? Why are you here? Sensor is going to be my first you, my bro. That's going to be my first you, my bro. On the table right now, Sensor is the best item. And I think it's by a big margin. Like, over Cube of Meat, Ball of Bandages, and Bob's Brain, there is a significant ladder between those three and the Sensor. Slow shots, slow enemies, it gets bigger with BFFs. It's just one of my favorite Angel Room items and gets slept on hardcore. Charge Baby is going to be... Ooh, Charge Baby. I mean, it really depends on your active item, but without an active item, you can come with if you want, just in case you get an active item. With an active item, you're a nearly bro-like. Like, you get them with a D6 or... like the run where I had 2 charge babies due to diplopia, and I also had pinking shears was just like godlike. I'm gonna put you in nearly bro like. You're good. Daddy Longlegs, you my bro. Daddy Longlegs officially takes the crown as the current leader of the Familiars ranking. Daddy Longlegs will always be a bro. Don't shame the DDL. He is the boy. He is the boy. Dark Bum. Get ready or I'm leaving without you. Half of my runs, I don't give a shit about you. Half of my runs, you kind of help. And then out of the half of the runs, you kind of help. Like 5% of them, you're a run saver. But the overratedness of this item, it saves every... No, it doesn't save everyone. Don't lie to me. If all of your runs get saved by Dark Bum, learn to play better. That's all I can really say. Dead Bird, just not worth my time. I'm gonna actually put Birdfoot, and you can come with if you want, over Dead Bird, because this item procs on enemies getting hit and does more damage than the normal bird and doesn't require you to get hit. So the familiar off of here, the Sketch Bird, is way better than Dead Bird. 9 lives is just gonna go in butt really though, because it doesn't do anything but give you 9 lives, and all of the uses to having 9 lives are tedious and boring. And when you're fighting Hush and you have 1 heart and you go in and you just have to waste your time dying over and over again, the only uses I really have for it, sacrifice rooms and devil deals, and it's just boring. It's boring, it ruins Dark Judas. There's more reasons to hate this item than like it. Just saying. Demon Baby, you can come with if you want. I like Demon Baby. He's definitely 2 tiers above the Brother Bobbies of the world. I'm going to put Ghost Baby up here. No, I'm not. I thought about it because of the spectral tiers, but really, you're the same as these two. You just can shoot through rocks. Depression has grown on me, but it's still not worth my time. Occasionally procs some holy shots from the sky, but still not good. Distant Admiration is a you, my bro. Distant Admiration is the best fly in the game, personally. He's my bro. Distant Ad is always gonna be my bro. He's my red fly, and he will always be my red fly. Try Baby. Do I do it? Do I say it? Do I do what chat wants me to do right now? Try Baby! Try Baby! Try Baby! Dry Baby. Yes, we all know the Dry Baby meme from Northern Lion. I've had my good Dry Baby runs. I do really like Dry Baby. I'm just debating whether or not he's going to be nearly bro-like. Because God is Dry Baby good. Like, when you think about it from, like, the long-term success of a run, the amount of enemies that Dry Baby can potentially kill without you even knowing is significant. I'm going to put him in nearly bro-like. I feel about the same with him as Bob from a crowd control aspect, but he also just wipes the floor with the Mom's Heart fight. The Lamb fight can be significantly increased in ease from having Dry Baby on your side. And he can come out of skulls too. Like, it's just like getting your hands on Dry Baby is always a fun time. Fart Baby on the other hand, why, Ed? Why is it in the game? Why is it in the game? Does it need to be in the game, really? Is it supposed to be in the game? Did you make a mistake? Was this your sketch of Dry Baby before you actually Control S'd and then decided to add it in later as a joke? It's garbage, and you should get rid of it. Really, though, for the Fate's Reward, I do like Fate's Reward. I will not say it's a trash item, but it does belong in really, though, because you're never going to be excited to see it, and it doesn't really help you run a great deal. But there are runs where I've had Eve's Mascara and Triple Shot, and then this Fate's Reward is just like bombing people from every 5 or 6 seconds, and just, it helps. It does help, but it's not exciting. Finger's going to go in nearly bro-like. I do love the Finger in more than one way, but constant damage, takes your tier effects, melts through crowd control. Like, crowd control is going to be huge up on the top, as you can probably see. The ability to control a room from the moment you enter it is always going to help with an Orbital's appeal, in my opinion. Forever Alone comes in right below Distant Ad. I do love Forever Alone, but he's not quite there. He's out farther, and he does half the damage as Distant Aberration, but he's still good. And then this is Friend Zone. Friend Zone's actually going to go up and hang out with Distant Aberration. Friend Zone is my second favorite fly. I love Friend Zone. It's the in-between of Distant Aberration and Forever Alone. Even in distance from Isaac, it's supposed to mimic a orbital of like, and he goes the opposite direction. He's just, it's 8 or 9 damage per tick. Forever Alone is 6 or 5, and then Distant Admiration is 9 or 10. So I think Friend Zone might be like 7. It's the middle ground between the two of them, and it's just enough to get it up in You and My Bro. I'm always happy to see it. I will search out to get these two. Not only do they help with the Fly Lord transformation, but they're also extremely good familiars. Glitch Baby! Or GB Bug, not Glitch Baby. GB Bug. I like it, but it's not worth my time. Gemini, also not worth my time, sorry. Guardian Angel. On the runs you are good, you're a freaking baller. On the runs you're bad, you're really bad, so I'm just going to put you in Get Ready or I'm leaving without you, because you better get ready or I'm leaving without you. Guppy's Hairball. You can hang out here with the rest of the Guppy bullshit. Hang out down here with your friend 9 Lives. Your ass. Go away. The Holy Poop. I just don't... Why? Why is it in the game? Why? It makes a shiny poop pencil, and if you break the poop, you get a tears up. You woo. Listen to what you just said back. I want you to take your time. Straw man I just made up in my head. Take your time. Say back what you just said, and then convince me again why it's good. You really gotta explain to me. I need to know the appeal, because right now I just see a shiny shit that I want to leave in the freaking room it found it in. Halo of Flies is a classic, but it's just not in the top 3 tiers. I love this item. I really do. I genuinely love Halo of Flies. It's always going to be a classic. It's always going to have that nostalgia for me. Hidden traits about it that people don't normally know is that, you know, Halo of Flies does damage to fly enemies, but nothing else. So it'll actually do damage to fly enemies upon contact, but it won't hurt anything else. It's not a fly enemy. So you can actually just run into a room that has normal flies in it, or Duke of Flies, and you can just shred the things he spawns with it, but not good enough to get up into the top 3 tier, I think. It's just above average. Harlequin Baby, you can hang out with the rest of these guys. In fact, Harlequin Baby... Yeah, you just hang out there. Headless Baby, Get Ready or I'm leaving without you. Holy Water, it's not worth my time. You're good. I do see the appeal of Holy Water, but it's kind of evolved past the meme. Because the meme of Holy Water is that you walk into your angel room that you finally got to spawn and you see Holy Water and you're just like, no! But it's not bad. You're still going to take it, right? No one's going to go in there and not take it. Unless you have a reroll, but even if you don't have a reroll, you're still going to take Holy Water. You know, you're still going to take it, and it's going to kill a few enemies. You can't really bitch. Just it's not worth the time spent to get it, but it's not like it's bad. Little Hushy, why are you in the game? Incubus, S tier. You my bro, man. You're hanging out here with the gods, man. You Can Come With Me You Want is getting really unflooded, so I'm going to throw the spiders up there. I think the spiders deserve to be up there. Spiders and flies. I scrolled unintentionally. Isaac's Head, really though? There's going to be a lot of really those. King Baby, why are you in the game? Isaac's Heart, really though? Like, I get the synergies, but if you're ranking tier list type nonsense, you're not it, Chief. Jawbone, really though? I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. It's a boomerang that maybe occasionally freezes people, I think. Is just why are you here? Juicy Sack, you my bro. S tier, top of the line. I would 100 times out of 100, if I walked into a room that had Juicy Sack and everything in Nearly Bro like, I'd take Juicy Sack over them. every run, every single one of them, spawns spiders upon room clear, gives a slow creep, which is still my favorite creep in the game. Slow creep and ink creep are just, I mean, whew. It's very good, very, very good. Leech. I like Leech. I don't mind Leech. Leech and Little Haunt hang out in the same group. I think they're going to be up here with Dark Bum and Demon Baby, just because they do constant damage. They don't really affect you outside of them just going to chew people up. My only issue is they seem to not proc when you want them to proc. Brimstone, you can hang up here with Demon Baby and them as well. Nah, you're gonna be up here. You're gonna be up here with these guys. You're gonna be right next to the Finger, just because you're basically the same damn thing, but Finger's better. The Little Chest. You do nothing wrong. That's one of my troubles with this item always is, because you don't do anything wrong. You just drop frickin' shit. So yeah, you're up in nearly bro. Like, all you do is drop shit. Your entire purpose is to just give me consumables. And I've had runs saved by having this thing drop a soul heart or drop a key to get into my item room. I you know, you can hang it up there with those guys. You do literally nothing wrong. Are you offensive at all? No, you do nothing at all. But you do drop shit. And I'm okay with that. This is Little Delirium. Why are you in the game? I don't understand you. Little Gertie. I guess you can go in just now with my time, because I don't disrespect you, I just don't like you. Little Monstro can hang up here with Headless Baby, though. I do like that. I do like the Little Monstro. I love Spewer. Not just because I'm a huge fan of Spewer, the Edmund McMillan game, but it's just such a cool idea for an item that unfortunately doesn't get used the way it should be, because this fucker's in the game and pills suck. But, imagine Spewer with OG Pill Pool. He's so freaking good. So freaking good. I feel like both of you guys can hang out up here with the Get Ready, I'm Leaving Without You. I don't mind Chubby or Little Chad. I'm just never happy to see it. You know what? Actually, all of you guys can hang out up here, except for Little Steven. Little Steven comes up with Demon Baby. Little Steven is one of my favorite familiars. He hangs out right outside my top 10 that I originally did with Dry Baby. Yeah, these three are kind of interchangeable. They do just enough to get into the middle ground, or above the middle ground, but they don't do enough to get up top. The Milk, I get it. I get it. It's another item that once it spills, you get a tears up, but fucking why are you in the game? Don't cry over spilled milk. Mom's Razor, why are you in the game? Mom's Toenail, why are you in the game? Egg, why are you in the game? There's a lot of that shit. These are items I don't want in the game, and I would mod to remove them. Mongo Baby heavily relies on things otherwise. Hangs out with these guys. By itself, trash. And realistically, there's only like 2 other familiars that make it worth my time. So you hang out with the rest of everybody in the middle. Interdimensional Baby, Multidimensional Baby, kind of just gets ready or I'm leaving without it, because it doesn't do anything wrong, but I'm never excited to see it. And for a Devil Deal, it's kind of not ever worth taking. Mystery Sack goes up in nearly bro-like. Just the fact of how many runs this thing, along with the chest, have just, like, helped in the background. Just the ability to help in the background is right there. Coin Purse gets in to Get Ready, I'm Leaving Without You, along with Bomb Bag, and it nearly moves up just because of the Keeper being a character. And I've had my runs saved by having that in my pocket, but hangs out up there. Obsessed Fan is ass. But I don't think you're bad enough to be in the bottom. You're just gonna hang out and really, though. Papa Fly. You hang out with your buddy Obsessed Fan. It's just like, if it didn't exist, my life would not change at all. At all, my life wouldn't change, even slightly. I do like the pointed rib. Pointed rib can hang out up here, and you can come with me if you want. This is actually a fine familiar, and I'm usually happy to see it. Is it something that I would pick up over anything else at the top here? Absolutely not, but I would definitely take it over a spewer or like a chubby. I don't know if I would take it over a big chubby. So I think it hangs out just kind of in the middle ground up here. But these aren't in direct order. Where do I put you? You're a weird. You're weird. I actually don't like this item at all. I genuinely hate it. But do I hate it that much? It's just not worth my time. When it works, but when it doesn't work, it pisses me off. Rainbow Baby, you can hang out with the rest of your other buddies. Robo Baby 2.0, you can come up and get ready or leave it out without you. I do understand Robo Baby 2.0. I feel like people don't understand how it works. And once you understand how it works, I'm going to turn down music a little bit. This track's a little loud. A little bit on the loud side. Maybe that's too quiet, but I don't know. I feel like people don't understand how Robo Baby 2.0 works. He's fine. Robo Baby, you can hang out up here with Demon Baby and them. Just a fine familiar. I'm never really opposed to seeing it, but it's not my favorite. Round Baby, you come up at the #1 spot. You're the best in the game. You are my favorite, and nothing will change that. S tier is triple S tier. Rotten Baby's the boy. He's the man. He's the main G. Rune Bag, S tier. We're not going to have too many others added up here, so we're going to have to start cushioning out things. But really, it boils down to 2 others. Sack of Sacks, I just don't like, but it's good, so I'm going to put it in the above average. Technically the average, this is the literal middle. And then, so for that, I'm going to put it up in the above average. I understand the power of it, I just don't like it, because it's just... Any item that potentially breaks the game, I'm usually not a massive fan of. Stag Dagger, you know where you're going. You're up right here at the 2nd place. Oof. Samson's Chain, really though? Scissors, really though? Actually, Scissors, fucking, why are you in the game? Seraphim. Nearly bro, like, you're one of my favorite familiars in the game. Shade. Really though? Why are you in the game? Sissy, long legs. Just free spiders. Go right in the middle. I don't know. I feel like I would... No, you come down here. I feel like I would take... No, you're fine where you are. You're fine where you are. I don't... Yeah, you're fine where you are. You're right in the middle. I'm going to leave you there. I'm okay with that. This is the rib. It's like the shield that boops shots away from you. Another item that boops shots away from you. I mean, yeah, come with if you want. You're not a detriment to my run, but you get to come down here and hang out with these guys. You're not a detriment to the run, but I just can't stomach the idea of taking you. Smart Fly. And I believe that's our final S tier dude. So that gives us, yeah, that gives us our three fly boys. The top 3 flies in the game. Those are my dudes, man. Those are my dudes. Always take, always hunt for. Spider Mod. Come with me if you want. I love Spider Mod. I love seeing my enemy's HP. I love him doing random effects to things. I love Spider Mod. He's not everybody's favorite, but he is one of my boys. Sprinkler. I don't get it. I get that it's exciting, but I just don't get it. Not worth my time. And it's an active item, so it nearly bumps you down. You're on any active item that spawns a familiar is usually not going to make it anywhere in the top half. Yeah. Succubus. Nearly bro, like, you're fantastic. I love you, but you're not quite Incubus. The damage stack is amazing if you get more than one of them, but you're not in the top. You're not in the top, but you're definitely up there. Guardian Angel? Oh, no, not Guardian Angel. Swarm Protector? If you're a Swarm Protector, then what the fuck is the other guy? No, you're not Swarm Protector. What the fuck? I know your name and I can't... It is the dude that drops the Eternal Hearts. You're good. You're actually you can come with if you want. Because I don't want too many Eternal Hearts, but you're still really good. Peeper. Get ready, I'm leaving without you. Actually, you know what? You can come with if you want. I don't. You're gonna come down and hang out with these guys. I'm struggling with this one because I do think it's better than some of the stuff in this tier, but it's no. I would never take it. I would never struggle with the choice between anything, and you can come with me if you want. So you're gonna hang out in the middle tier. Relic is amazing. It goes in nearly bro-like. Relic is amazing. But its effects do not nearly put it in the top. Tonsil, why are you in the game? Why are you in the game? And then Navi, just because you show me secret rooms, I think you're going to go in here. But that's your entire purpose, is showing me secret rooms. And for that, I guess you're okay. But I would not take you over anything in the top 2. Final deliberation here. Now that we've reached the 40-minute mark. Jesus Christ, we made it to 40 minutes. What the fuck? Anything that I want to bump up or move down? Is there anything in But Why Ed that I am questioning being there and not in really, though? I don't think so. I think these are all items that I would be much happier if they weren't in the game. I think every single one of these could disappear tomorrow and be patched out of the game, and I would never notice. I don't think I would even notice. Bad effects tied to bad items that just are not worth your time. This all looks good. Maybe. No, I think I have to move Angry Fly up. And if I move Angry Fly up, I definitely have to move Sprinkler and Depression up as well. Because I would take these over Angry Fly, but I would definitely take, of these items in the really low tier, I would take Angry Fly 100% over everything else. And just because of that, I would bump it up. Anything in the average tier that I want moved up to the below average tier, I think Dark Bum needs to move up. I love Headless Baby, but those all look good. Up here, anything that I need to move up into the nearly bro-like, I don't think so. Like, I want to move the spiders and the flies up to the nearly bro-like, but I'm also still weighing that on, like, what is the use case for them? Like, where am I getting them from? Am I getting them randomly? Am I getting from an item? Am I guppy? Because if they're guppy, they're going in the S tier, right? But if it's just like box of spiders and Guppy's head, they're not in the top tier. You need to have a constant surplus of them with synergies or transformations or otherwise to have them move too far up. So I'm going to keep myself level-headed and just assume they're just the spiders and flies themselves. And the spiders and flies themselves don't do a ton of damage. When they're in a swarm, yes, but by themselves, they barely do more damage than Brother Bobby. So, at their base, of course, at their base. At their base, they might do just as much damage as Brother Bobby. But I think that's it. I think that's the ranking of all the familiars in the game. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you agree or disagree with anything, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. If you think there was something just unabashedly horrible that I put on here in the wrong spot, do be sure to let me know that. Just don't be a dick about it or I'll probably ignore you. We can all have a friendly conversation over this stuff. It is only one man's opinion. If there are any other things you want me to rank, whether Isaac or otherwise, feel free to leave comments about that below. And if you didn't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know what to do. All those fancy things. And until the next video, where I will most likely be doing something extremely ballsy, and I may just rank every item in the game. That's going to be like a 4-hour video, though. Look, if you guys are willing to watch a 3-hour video of me ranking every single item in the game, let me know. But there will be almost no talking about any of them. It'll be like, this is here, this is here, this is here, this is here. And then like a final four championship of where I move stuff around. But I ranking every item, that's going to be stupid. Ranking the bosses, because I never did the hardest bosses video. Maybe I'll rank the bosses from easiest to hardest or something like that. you guys are interested. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I can't speak. My brain is dying. Catch you later.